pitching on his home mound.
Padres allowed a run in the first inning in 5 of the 6 games on their road trip. Yesterday was the only day they did not.
Welcome to Baseball Extra, where every pitch tells a story and every game can rewrite history. Tonight, we witnessed a chapter so wild, so intense, it perfectly encapsulated the heart of playoff baseball. The air was thick with anticipation. The stakes couldn't have been higher. One team battling for prime playoff positioning, the other desperate to punch their ticket to October. What unfolded was an unforgettable, extra innings marathon that had us all on the edge of our seats. Get ready, because this is the kind of game that legends are made of. Good evening, baseball fanatics, and welcome to Baseball Extra. Tonight, we dive deep into a game that felt less like a regular season matchup and more like a winner-take-all playoff clash. The Brewers, fresh off clinching the NL Central, still had their sights set on an even better playoff seed. But the real drama was with the Padres, who had a chance to officially clinch a postseason berth right here, right now, on their home turf at Petco Park. On the mound for the Padres, the man they call the Ace of Petco, Nick Pivetta. This guy absolutely thrives in his home stadium, boasting a minuscule 2.22 ERA at Petco this season. He was clearly feeling it, looking to be the hero who guides his team to October glory. On the other side, the Brewers countered with their own flamethrower, Freddie Peralta. You could feel the tension in the stadium. This was truly a Game 1 playoff vibe, even if the calendar said otherwise. The Padres' recent road trip had been a bit rocky, especially in the first inning, giving up runs in 5 out of 6 games. So, when Pivetta stepped onto that mound and delivered a flawless 1-2-3 top of the first, it was a collective sigh of relief for the San Diego faithful. It set the tone. A pitching duel was brewing, and the stakes were higher than ever. Now, let's fast forward to the bottom of the first. With one out, future Hall of Famer Manny Machado stepped to the plate. He wasted no time, lacing a sharp single to left field, the first hit of the night. Then, rookie sensation Jackson Merrill followed suit, hitting a hard grounder up the middle for another base hit. Manny, ever the aggressive base runner, bolted from first to third, putting runners on the corners. The crowd, a massive Monday night turnout, was absolutely buzzing, sensing something special. Gavin Sheets then popped up, a big second out, but the Brewers' Peralta, perhaps feeling the pressure, walked the next batter, loading the bases for Jake Cronenworth. Cronenworth, who had an RBI single just yesterday, had a golden opportunity here. And then, a moment of pure chaos. Peralta stumbled on the mound, a balk was called, and just like that, Manny Machado trotted home from third. The Padres took a 1-0 lead without even a hit. What a wild way to open the scoring. Peralta managed to escape the inning without further damage, but the Padres had drawn first blood in this intense playoff baseball atmosphere. The game moved into the second, and the Brewers were not about to go down quietly. Frelick started things off with a bloop single, and Andrew Vaughn followed, putting runners on first and second with one out. Isaac Collins, who had a knack for drawing walks, did it again, loading the bases. Now it was Caleb Durbin's turn, facing Pivetta with the bases juiced. Durbin delivered a clutch ground ball into left field, a base hit that scored Frelick and tied the game. The bases remained loaded, and the momentum shifted. Then, up stepped Joey Ortiz, a man who seemed to thrive in these high-pressure, bases-loaded situations, making his 30th such appearance this year, the most in the big leagues. But Ortiz popped up, bringing Christian Yelich to the plate with 2 outs and the bases still full. Yelich, with a strong history against Pivetta, stepped in confidently. And boy, did he deliver. A shot up the middle, a clean base hit that scored 2 runs. Vaughn came home, and then, in a play that was as close as it gets, Isaac Collins slid in safe at the plate, barely avoiding the tag. The Brewers had seized the lead, 3-1, thanks to Yelich's huge 2-run single. This game was already living up to its billing for Baseball Extra viewers. After that shaky first inning, Freddie Peralta, the Brewers' ace, went to work. The bottom of the third saw him face Manny Machado, who had just missed a game-tying homer. Peralta caught Machado looking with a perfectly placed fastball, a fantastic sequence that left Manny frozen. Next, Jackson Merrill, who had been hot at the plate, swung and missed at a fastball high and inside. Back-to-back strikeouts for Peralta to start the inning. He was really starting to dial it in. He continued his dominance, striking out the side with a wicked curveball to end the third inning. This brought his season strikeout total to an astounding 199. Peralta was locked in, retiring 6 straight batters and truly finding his groove. Then, in the next inning, he cemented his place in history with another curveball that bit the dirt. Peralta recorded his 200th strikeout of the season. What an achievement for the Brewers ace. He joined an incredibly elite class of Dominican pitchers, legends like Pedro Martinez, Juan Marichal, and Mario Soto, as the only ones to record 200 strikeouts 3 different times. A truly special moment in this high-stakes game. Meanwhile, Nick Pivetta, despite issuing 4 walks, battled through the middle innings, showing incredible grit. He kept the Brewers' powerful offense mostly in check, even as his pitch count climbed. In the 5th, the Brewers again threatened, but Pivetta managed to escape, leaving runners stranded. It was a testament to his determination, even as he approached 90 pitches. Then, in the bottom of the 5th, a moment nobody saw coming, Jose Iglesias stepped to the plate for the Padres, a player known more for his slick glove than his power bat. With only 52 career home runs in 13 years, Peralta delivered the first pitch, and Iglesias absolutely crushed it. A deep shot to left field that sailed into the second deck. A long home run, only his second of the year, suddenly made it a 1-run game. 3-2 Brewers. The Padres' faithful erupted. This was an unexpected jolt, and you could feel the momentum starting to shift back towards the home team. Manny Machado then stepped up, barely missing a game-tying homer himself, as his deep fly ball was caught at the wall. But the Padres had clawed one back. The 6th inning saw Pivetta still on the mound, giving everything he had. But after his 5th walk of the night, bringing his pitch count to 112, his night was over. He walked off to a standing ovation, having left it all out there. Ron Marinaccio came in from the bullpen for the Padres, a solid reliever with a sub-1.00 ERA. He quickly got the final out, closing the 6th for Pivetta. As the game moved into the 7th, it truly became a battle of the bullpens. Kyle Hartz, another lefty, took over for the Padres. The Brewers continued to get runners on, with Yelich getting to first, and then Terang hitting a sharp single to right center, putting runners on the corners with 2 outs. But once again, the Padres' bullpen held firm as Hartz worked his way out of trouble, keeping the score at 3-2. The tension was palpable. Every pitch felt like a season-defining moment in this intense playoff baseball clash. The bottom of the 7th inning arrived, and the Padres, still trailing by 1, knew they needed to make something happen. With 2 outs, back-to-back walks put the tying run in scoring position for Luis Arraez, a man in the midst of a 10-game hitting streak. The stage was set, the opportunity enormous. The Brewers, wary of Manny Machado on deck, couldn't pitch around Arraez. Arraez stepped in, focused, and delivered. A hard line drive up the middle, a clean base hit into center field. Iglesias rounded third and scored easily. The game was tied. 3-3. Luis Arraez, known for his ability to get hits in crucial moments, came through once again. The crowd was absolutely electric, and Arraez was visibly pumped up. We had a whole new ball game, ladies and gentlemen, and it was officially a battle of the bullpens. This was an epic comeback in the making, and Baseball Extra was here for every dramatic second. The game moved into the 9th, and Robert Suarez, working his 3rd straight day, came in for the Padres and shut down the Brewers in order, including a diving catch by Bryce Johnson in left field that robbed Yelich of a potential go-ahead hit. It was an incredible defensive play in a huge moment, keeping the game tied. And just like that, we were headed to bonus baseball. Extra innings. The tension only intensified. In the top of the 10th, the Brewers capitalized on the extra innings runner rule. A productive out moved the runner to third, and then a ground ball to short saw the throw come home. It was close, but the runner was safe. The Brewers took the lead again, 4-3, in a truly wild sequence, but the Padres refused to quit. In the bottom of the 10th, with the tying run at third and Merrill at first, Gavin Sheets hit a sharp grounder to first baseman Monasterio. Monasterio made an incredible stab, throwing high to second for an out, but Arraez was able to score from third. This game was tied again, 4-4. What an epic comeback by the Padres, matching every punch the Brewers threw. This was truly playoff baseball at its finest, a classic for Baseball Extra viewers. As we headed to the 11th inning, the Padres were 90 feet away from winning this ball game and clinching back-to-back playoff berths for the first time in franchise history. The atmosphere was electric, pure pandemonium. Up stepped Freddie Fine, a deadline acquisition from the Royals by A.J. Preller, a player brought in for moments just like this. Fine stepped into the batter's box with the weight of the season on his shoulders, facing a critical situation. And then, he delivered. A clean line drive into left center field. The runner from third, Bryce Johnson, came racing home. It was a walk-off hit. Freddie Fine, the deadline hero, had sent the Padres to the postseason. for the fourth time in the last 6 seasons, and for only the second time in franchise history in back-to-back seasons. The San Diego Padres were headed to October in 2025. What a fitting end to an absolutely incredible, epic comeback victory. The party was on in San Diego, and Baseball Extra was there to witness history. If you love this deep dive into an unforgettable game, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Baseball Extra for more in-depth analysis, thrilling highlights, and exclusive baseball content. Don't miss a single moment of the action. Like and subscribe now.